Hey there, it's Meg with Seed to Fork and welcome. It is early November, it's November 2nd, and we're starting to cool off finally, and I'm going to do a garden tour this month as well as a little bit of a root cellar tour. I'm going to do another harvest today, so I'm going to bring you along for what I've got left to harvest ahead of some pretty cold temps tonight. About 23 is our predicted low. Easily could get a bit lower than that for us where we are in this low spot, and I'll show you the root cellar as well. So things are clearing out. I'm frankly kind of ready for the food to be in the root cellar, temperatures to drop down a little bit because we've got a lot of other things going on. And so I'm ready for the garden to sleep until about March. So hope you enjoy the garden tour and seeing where the garden's at early November. Thanks so much for watching. All right, let's get into some of the things I'm gonna need to harvest. Did not do that great with my cauliflower this fall. A lot of them are immature. My Romanescos, even though I started them on June 10th, it wasn't early enough for me this year. These things happen. I don't think I would start them very much earlier next year. Cauliflower needs to come out. It probably actually should come out tonight. There's a Vita Verde. We've got Brussels sprouts. These I lift and put into pots. I dig up as much of the root as possible. They can handle cold weather, so they are going to stay in the garden. I've got really late sown carrots here. These are Mochums. I sowed them in the middle of August, just about a month later than I like to sow my latest carrots. But I can see, they're definitely, wow. It's actually impressive for a carrot sown so late. Not all of them look that great, I am sure. A little smaller one. I got this idea from a farmer, a local farmer, who basically sowed them around this time last year and said he would just market them as baby carrots. It works. Okay, some of you who follow me on Instagram too know that I had some massive radishes, and here's more of them. These radishes need to come out of the ground. I've got a lot of radishes that are bigger than they should be. Oh baby, look what I've got here. Some of my favorites. These are Beauty Heart radishes, and I've got a mixture of Beauty Hearts and either Bravos or Sweet Babies, the purple one, daikon. Those all need to get lifted today. More daikon. I really did plant too much daikon. Oh, actually, this is the Shunkyo. I might not be saying that right, but this is a Chinese radish. I roasted some of these the other night. They are past their prime in terms of size, but I might actually try putting some of these in the root cellar too for roasting. I'm also probably going to leave this head of red cabbage just to see how it does. We've got red cabbage already in the root cellar. These broccoli, because I think they'll be okay, I'm going to leave those as well. I'm leaving my kale tonight. These are some of the things that I wonder about, and every year I wonder about them, even though I know they'll probably be okay. So I've got some kohlrabi. These mustard greens are absolutely stunning. Look at them. They can handle the cold weather, so I will leave them and enjoy. Napa cabbage is really cold hardy, so I'm actually going to leave it. Our highs next week are in the 50s, and lows in the 30s. So those actually, if they can make it through tonight and tomorrow, they'll be fine. Here's more. Oh goodness, I really did go a little heavy-handed with the daikon this fall. Lettuce, I didn't thin it out, and we really haven't eaten it. Can you tell? More mustard greens and Mizuna. These are probably, I want to say salad turnips. Oh, no, more daikon. This is really not funny. More side shoots of broccoli. I think I had mentioned this last month. These broccoli plants have been producing these two since July. It's really incredible. Now I've got my salad turnips that I love, my spinach. I'm going to do a really good harvest of this pretty soon, and I'm probably going to put it in the freezer. I'm really the only one who loves spinach in our house. I'm not eating enough arugula, but it is beautiful this time of year. I've got beets. These were I direct seeded these in August sometime. And actually, look at them. I got some beets. Or actually, these might have been, let's correct myself there. These were not direct sowed, but these were transplanted in August. I remember after my dad's funeral, and I did not think they were going to mature. Just like these. I didn't think these were going to mature, but I have got some baby broccolis. Again, I'm going to leave those and hope they do okay over these next couple days. And maybe, just like these ones too, I was not really expecting much out of them. Those are some broccolis that got in very, very late. Beautiful, beautiful Napa cabbage. These Napa cabbage are all going to end up in our root cellar. They are extremely cold hardy, as I've mentioned, and they can keep for several months, 2 to 3 months easily in the root cellar. The collard greens are going to stay in the garden, and I'm just going to keep eating them. I have not been very good about eating them, but I hope to improve. All right, so I'm going to do my harvest, and then I'm going to show you the root cellar. All right, so this is the second year we've done this, and these are our bok choys. This is Joy Choy. It's already had like a 24-degree night, but I treat it kind of like I do our Brussels sprouts. And so I'm going to dig it up with a little bit of the root system, and I'll break off any of these outer leaves. We'll use these for dinner, and then I'm going to put it into sawdust, damp sawdust, and basically replant it. So, very carefully though. And these lasted for a couple of months for us last year in our root cellar. Okay, confession. I filmed the garden tour October 29th, and it is now November 12th, but I still have lots to show you, and I'm going to show you what is currently in our root cellar. So this place is getting full. I've got actually a lot of stuff to harvest still. So I've got lots of potatoes down there. Those were harvested in October sometime. I've got some cabbages here, some red cabbages, some Savoy. I've got Napa cabbage outside still. I've got my bok choy. You can see the outer leaves get a little cranky, but the inside of them look great still. Here are some packed really tight. I'm kind of doing an experiment. They're both being stored slightly differently. Tons and tons of roots that need to get into damp sawdust like that. I'm going to be working on that soon. And Napa cabbage is coming in here. I put my Brussels sprouts in pots and I stand them here, and they go all the way up. I just leave them on the stem and harvest them in here as I need. But it's coming together and it's pretty exciting, and we are eating out of the garden and we love it.